that after nearly losing a lap.
It's Bobby freaking Labonte's 2005 paint scheme. F you. The thing I do like though a lot, they finally brought the tribute to the Looney Tunes back.
Really good battle.
Oh, wrecking. Just wreck Jones.
What's going on here?
Dude, help me. Let's get rid of Bobby Labonte.
Too quick. If you're either one of them, but you have 20 to go, you kind of got to use up a little bit to try to make something happen. But 20 laps, if you burn it up too soon right now, it's like a light switch when they go away. It's like, yeah, I'm okay. I just lost a half a second.
They should have put that on the 18 car since 18 ain't got no sponsor. Just do it for Bobby. Don't have no sponsor.
There's Allmendinger, ninth.
Is there a 2012 paint scheme going around here somewhere?
This year in races, if you look at his average running position in race versus his average finishing position, he betters himself by 3 spots. An indication of how strong he finishes. That's why he's top 10 every week. He was running 19th. Racing with Martin's Bailey Curry with some contact there in the 4. 15 laps to go in stage 2. Justin Allgaier leading Noah Gragson and Ty Gibbs.
Teammate has a good start and they end up being 1-2 at the end of it instead of being today.
You got the 7, the 9, and the 8 right there.
No okie dokie.
All right.
Boy, he about took a right into the wall right there.
Man, I don't understand why the leader keeps taking the top.
I mean, he got the lead, restarted that way once he got tires on it.
Yeah,
maybe that's a
2010 with the backyard against the okie dokie man.
That we saw earlier, maybe.
Well, now we'll see how good the 7 really is, because coming to 10 to go in the stage. Teammate the 9 car was pretty close to the 7, but you don't know how much either one of them are saving. So we'll see if the 7, if his car is as fast as it was the first run, to be able to run down the 9 and pass it for the stage with.
10 to go. He's got to go now at this point.
You know who really that hurt as well is Josh Berry, because he backs out of it. Now you lose. There's just so much momentum in the chain reaction on these restarts.
He was just stuck there, right? The 7 spinning his tires. He's got to run. He starts pushing him. He pushes him any harder, he wrecks him. The tough spot. Here you see Reddick on the bottom. Tyler's done a good job in that 48 car. Jumping in the cars, you don't race very often.
That's Fireball Roberts paint scheme.
Much that don't know your.
Or no, that might actually be Bobby Allison.
To overcome all the time, and looks like there's a pass for second. Ty Gibbs taking over the 7 of Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier might not be as good here. We'll see what Vince has to say about the 7.
How about that 7, Vince?
You guys have
talked
a lot about the fact that
he is loose
toward the bottom, and that is by design. He told me before the race, he said he really worked on it in practice as well. He said, if everybody runs the top, you can never pass up there. He said, I want to be good on the bottom and have the top as an option. I'd say it's worked out pretty well for Allgaier so far.
Well, it has been, up to recently. Coleman, you got anything on the 48?
Yeah, let's look at Tyler Reddick. I tell you what, if he's behind me on the last lap, I'm waiting for the slide job at 3. He just put another one on Josh Berry. The last lap there, now he's already put away 5 or 6 car lengths. That is his best spot on the racetrack. He sets up for that high entry in turn 1, uses a high radius off of turn 2, gets a massive run down the back straightaway. He also has the grip to get into turn 3 hard and slide up. So if he's second place on the last lap, watch out.
Tyler Reddick is one of those guys. He's very, very talented. He's very aggressive, and he is a slide job.
Oh, I thought he was going to do it again there.
If we stay on this little lap and he stays close to it, he may try to pull the slider here. And you saw in that replay, Josh Berry, he kind of, when someone slides you and pulls up in front of you, yeah, you're going to get hit. If you pull a slide job on me and you stop in front of me, it's game on at that point. And so I think it's, the way to pass him. I don't blame him for doing it. That's the way you have to do it, especially if your car is dominant on the top side.
Hey, some underdog teams that are running in the top 5. And we talk about Reddick, Big Machine Racing, their best finish all the time, Jade Buford at Coda last month. And you look at what John Hunter Nemechek is doing for Sam Hunt Racing. He has been the guy that has delivered in that 26. Anytime they have had a good day, he's been the one driving it. And here we are again, had a top 5 at Phoenix driving this 26 earlier in the year.
And John Hunter's been doing obviously a good job, but this is also one of his best racetracks. He went in the truck race last night. In general, he just runs good here all the time, no matter what he's in. This is a track that fits his style.
Truex battling Oma there for 7th. We got 7th, 8th, and 9th there. Trying to work that bottom. Might going to lose a spot to Sam Mayer. That's the bad thing is you're trying to pass somebody. Let's say they're in the top 3 and 4, like AJ was doing to Ryan, and you're like, I got to go to the bottom, and then the guy behind you gets you because you ran the non-preferred lane. So that, talk about frustrating things that can happen here. That's one of them.
By the way, Brandon Brown made an unscheduled pit stop in the 68. Tough break for him as we go inside of 5 laps to go, stage number 2. Sam Mayer making some gains, Regan.
Adam, keep an eye on Sam Mayer as this race plays out.
Oh!
Trouble with AJ Allmendinger getting into the wall right in front of him. As he came here last year, hit the wall in the fall race on lap number 2, had no good experience. Team told me earlier today that laps or stages 1 and 2 would be the priority to get him in the car comfortable on the racetrack. That's working so far. He just came out and told team this is the best that the car has been all day long.
Hey, and remember this, as they make gains, Taylor Moyer, the crew chief, not here. He was suspended 4 races when the wheel got away last week at Dover, and Andrew Overstreet calling the shots. And we've got a caution, and there it is.
They in stage
the 68
2,
Brandon Brown.
Gregson.
It comes out with 2 laps to go in the stage, so this will end our second stage. And it's going to be Noah Gregson who gets the sweep today. 3rd time he's swept stages 1 and 2, but he's never swept the opening stages and gone on to get the victory.
The NASCAR Hall of Fame class of 2023 has the longest career in NASCAR history. Herschel McGriff, 4-time champion crew chief. Kirk Shelmerdine,
Oh, yeah.
our 2003 Cup Series champion. Matt Kenseth.
And Daytona 500 winner 2012, 10 years ago. 2012 Daytona champion.
NASCAR Steve O'Donnell announcing the
And he's winning a
class
lot.
that will go into the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
He might as well.
Congratulations
I
to
mean,
that trio.
Matt
So
Kenneth the 3rd in point standings on my video game. He's the one 4 of the last 5 races. Well, 4 of the last
When the championship back in 2018, they let you
6
sit
races.
on the kind of the discussions. They let you sit on the board there for a minute and hear
I won the other
conversations
2,
of so
still.
many people
Well, actually,
within
yeah.
the sport talking about why they believe somebody should be in the Hall of Fame or not be in the Hall of Fame is pretty entertaining to watch and listen to and to be a part of for that year. That was special.
Exceeding expectations.
Boys, 3 wide at Darlington does not work. They're gonna kill each other. Oh my God.
No wonder more people are switching
Oh my
around
God.
than ever before.
Get 0% financing plus
Okay, looks like they finally
$1,000
matter.
cash
Oh.
for competitive vehicle owners on the 2022 Ram 1500 in addition to other offers. Liberty Mutual customizes
Jesus
your
and Dale
car
Earnhardt
insurance,
Jr.
so you only pay for
Jesus
what
and Dale Earnhardt Jr. They're gonna kill each other.
Liberty Bibbity.
Oh my God.
There is no speed limit. And the Darlington strike lurks around every corner.
That's my favorite song, 1999, the remake of Cars. That's if I can think of them. I can't think of the name right now. Don't know.
coming up following NASCAR on FS1, Major League Baseball.
Oh baby, yeah baby. Ah!
Just to lead, and that's Alex LeBay who's gotten into the wall.
I don't think that's
You're gonna have to come down pit road.
There's the caution. 27 laps remaining.
Everybody take fresh tires and never have to worry about it again. People in the very back, stay out.
This is what it's all about.
Than to get that win today and add to his 16-win total, and they have been out front, and when that car is out front, it is good. Look for no significant adjustments here on the 7, just 4 tires and gas. The 26 of Nemechek just needs a little more turn. They're going to make a small air pressure adjustment. Put some tape on it as well, Regan.
The 8 car Josh Berry right now pretty good with that race car. Just a little bit to the tight side when he's in dirty air. Small adjustments for him. And the 9 Noah Gregson said, I am close. Unless you think the track's going to change, just get me out front. If you don't, I think I can get him anyways.
You got the older style Eagle on
Slight
too.
bobble for Justin Allgaier, but they hold serve, and he wins the race off pit road. And his teammate
Reddick might have
the wrong direction. He loses 4.
Reddick might have sped on pit road.
A mixed bag when it comes to the stops.
Speeding penalty. Speeding penalty for the 48.
Harry Bob Labonte, I think that's really good.
This one's good because of the long winless streak to begin your career.
Relax, said the night man. You are coming to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Kind of laying back and trying to kind of roll to the 7 to time it with him. And it just went. And the 7 chose not to go. And that's what got the 8 car in trouble, unfortunately.
You never want this to happen, but right now, 20 to go, you're running top 2, and you got to do this. This has got to hurt big time.
Yeah, it's game over as the leaders are coming off of turn 4 right now. He's at the end of pit road. I think he'll stay on the lead lap, but definitely taking his chance of winning pretty much out of the question at this point.
He wants a caution right now. I mean, to salvage something out of it, right?
Yeah, he still might not stay on the lead lap. Hey, momentum off the top.
Let's focus on the lead. I mean, Allgaier is leader, but man, Nemechek just incredible today.
The only thing I could see, the 7's been fantastic all day, but he has not left the bottom.
Time to go now, brother.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's not.
John Nemechek won the Truck Series last night. Would he win here as well?
Getting him in trouble of not being able to switch around, but he's made it work great and been able to keep the lead. But that's something I've been thinking about.
There's times you can just get overcommitted to something, right? It's, oh, this is working. I'm going to keep doing it. It's working for me. It's working.
Joe Nemechek's son. He named after his brother John, who died in a Truck Series crash.
My car's driving pretty good. It's the fastest.
Back in '98, I think.
Worry about it. All of a sudden, everybody's faster than you.
And you see him slip there. He missed the bottom and was right in the middle. And
the 26 is better right now.
26 get a really good run on him.
Nemechek, as we said earlier, a winner last night in the Camping World Truck Series race here at Darlington. Could he sweep the first 2 days of throwback weekend?
Either way, tremendous day for that race to be in contention with 17 laps to go. It means you've done everything right up to this point. You've had fast cars. You see, look at the 7's moving up now down there. But back to the 26. You've had a fast car. You've done the right things. A good strategy, good pit stops, good restarts. They've executed, put themselves in a spot with 15 to go. That's what it's about.
And if they just stay right there, it would be the best run all time for Sam Hunt Racing. But you know when you're this close, you want to cash in. Heck of a day for him, Vince.
Well, and Adam, I think you made a great point. Not only is it a great run for Nemechek, former Cup driver's gone down to the Truck Series to, as he says, win some trophies and eventually get back up to Cup. But what a performance for this organization, Sam Hunt Racing, a relatively new organization trying to make their name as well, and they're using a guy like John Hunter Nemechek to do just that. Coleman Presley.
Yeah, we're talking about the 26. He's got a big enough gap to the 9 now. He's getting off turn 2 good enough. We can see a slide job happening here the next lap or two. He's coming off turn 2 like we were talking Tyler Reddick earlier, hauling the mail down the back straightaway. We know Justin Allgaier hasn't been at the top in turns 3 and 4. If he still has that gap here in the next couple of laps, look for a slide job going into turn 3.
Yeah, what I see different here, the 7's entering really low into turn 1 and able to build a little bit of a gap, but by the time it gets to the exit, the 26, it's a big run down the backstretch and able to close up a lot of the gap that he's built. And you see the 7, really no choice at this point to move. You have to move up the racetrack, go to where you're not comfortable, go to where your car might not be handling well, because you've got to put 30 air on John Hunter Nemechek right now to try to stay in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of distance from the 26.
And you see that he ran up there for a couple laps, built a little distance back to his comfort area down at the bottom. Yeah, it's going to be a hard-fought battle to the end here. It's not going to be a comfortable finish for Justin Allgaier for sure. And those guys are running hard. Right now, all he's hoping is that John Hunter may have burnt his stuff up right there by running so hard, trying to take the lead and taking advantage of being so close at that moment.
Here's a cool story when you talk about the 26. The 1111 Veteran Project is on the car as a sponsor. This is a company that was founded by
caution's out.
Who was the first ever driver for Sam Hunt Racing. And we have a caution. Joe Graff Jr. brings it out. It's our 7th yellow of the day.
Bring it down low here. Bring it down low.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think it just gets so narrow off of 2. And 07 was loose. So 23 stayed on the left rear quarter panel and unfortunately ended up with Graff on the inside wall.
Give him much of a chance to save it there, did he?
Well, he didn't really get off of him.
Free pass here goes to Josh Berry, who did lose a lap when he made that pass-through penalty earlier from that restart violation. They're going to pit, right? Take tires.
Yeah.
I don't.
Front tire's gonna blow out first.
I think it's going to be a mixed bag. Because by the time we go back racing, the 07 is getting the tow truck hooked up to him right now. So
there goes the front, and the rear is gonna blow out right about there.
And then close pit road.
Big pit stops here, Vince.
This is where the pit crew earns its money right here. You cannot afford a mistake. Justin Allgaier, that 7, bringing him down from the front, just a little out of the track. So they're going to go half round down on the track bar. The 26 of Nemechek has been bad fast. Can he sweep his 2 races after winning the truck race last night? Regan?
The 1 car, Sam Mayer, just a little bit too free still with that race car right now. Said, I don't think we can adjust on it, though, because of the short run. And the 9 car, Noah Gregson, said, pump up the tires just a little bit. Maybe tighten me up just a little. That's all I need. Let's have a good stop.
A handful of drivers did stay out. No surprise among them, Tyler Reddick. Here comes the race off pit road. The best on tires for the restart will be Justin Allgaier. Gregson +1. Good stop for him. And
yeah, that's a pretty.
We'll take one restart. We'll be just fine. We'll let this thing straight up.
He seems confident.
And he's got a great shot. It'll be 7 to go when they take the green. So those guys with tires, the first one. Inside here.
Martins.
We see
45.
go to the bottom lane.
Massey, 91. 51 of Clemens went to Dale Earnhardt's old paint scheme.
Yep, for everybody who stayed out. I think
No Wrangler
that's
paint
struggled
scheme.
pretty bad. So I feel like the bottom is going to roll, and especially because
The speed difference and the patience are gone. You cannot be patient with 7 laps to go. You got to be aggressive. I like what Coleman said about the bottom lane. And I think if you're Justin Allgaier, you better be 3 wide on the bottom through the center 1 and 2, get as many spots as you can. Because if Tyler Reddick gets out there 5 car lengths, it might be too much.
Front row, Tyler Reddick, AJ Allmendinger.
Green.
And these drivers have
Now they're green.
of experience. Here we go. 7 remaining at Darlington.
see Allgaier go 3 wide immediately, and he's going to make it work. I mean, he's going to be 5th.
Outside lane, A.J. Allmendinger gets the race lead.
Wow, who'd have seen the top side, A.J. Allmendinger taking the lead right there. Complaining about his car the whole race, he takes the lead with coming to 6 to go.
Jeremy Clements is 3rd, Allgaier to 4th. How about Earnhardt throwbacks inside the top 5? That is awesome on throwback weekend.
How do you spot that one? I like the same.
Allgaier is through. He's bringing Noah Gregson with him. Allmendinger with the race lead. 6 laps remaining.
I think the race is going to be between.
Oh, 45.
Looks like he's got a flat tire.
He's in it hard.
We said there could be another caution. No yellow yet.
Caution's
And
out.
there it is.
Now AJ's in trouble.
Yeah, AJ had a small chance.
Tyler Reddick comes put old tires on there.
Before the caution. Now,
He's also got some fender damage as well.
Went through
Allgaier.
the cars that stayed out. And let's see what happened to Tyler Reddick as he went down in turn 1 and 2. It looks like he caught the fence there, and maybe at that point, the right front, you see it where the sparks happen there. So he skinned the wall and then it cut right front down from there.
Even though they're not going to get the finish they would have liked. Noah Gregson's been so good today, leading 45 laps.
Yeah, no, you got, bud. I wouldn't want to pick a car that has old tires and be lined up behind that one.
yeah. I tell you, AJ did an awesome job on that restart.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Coleman called it. 3 wide, going to the apron, trying to get a row, entering 1, and they did a good job of getting a good job.
7 to be able to
Earnhardt.
AJ Allmendinger is going to be like one of those last lap pass things, and then once Tyler hit the wall, he got the second. I was pretty certain at that point.
Beating his teammate.
Yeah, Dale Jr.'s old paint scheme. He won 2001 Pepsi 400.
Last year it was Josh Berry. That's his last victory. 34 races ago.
Justin Allgaier.
And since that time, here are the numbers. Half of the Allmendinger goes.
If I was Justin Allgaier, I still would have took the bottom, even if Allmendinger took the bottom, because I would have dove all the way down the bottom and potentially wrecked somebody.
On those tires, staying together in the outside lane.
That's just me.
Here we are, Coleman. Going to be 2 to go. This will not be overtime. This is just going to be to finish it in rain.
The rain is coming. Hope it ain't raining bad there tomorrow. Might be rained out tomorrow.
First 5 laps of every run. Will the box
Then here he
Video game it. Yeah.
Yes, he laid it against the fence and kept it to the wood, completely destroying a race car for a chance to win. Hey man, it's a shot to win. Go for it. Might happen again.
Junior Motorsports has won the last 2 races, 2 different rounds. Grayson at Talladega last Saturday, Josh Berry at Dover. They've won both stages in the last 3 races, including what they've done here today, trying to finish the deal and put another one of their cars in victory lane. It will be their 3rd consecutive win here in Darlington. But Allmendinger, even though he's on the older tires, the control car from the inside lane. 2 remaining at the track. Too tough to tame.
About as good of a start as you can
About
ask
10 minutes left to film.
for the 2nd time in a row.
Right.
Hang up there.
Now, 10 minutes left to film.
Allgaier takes over the race lead from the outside lane. Gregson slides into 2nd. Riley Herbst is on the move. John Hunter Nemechek not done. Jeremy Clements is there.
Don't get to the white.
Boys, 7 has checked it out.
Yes, he has. White flag is out. 1 lap to go at Darlington.
4 wide.
Somebody's
going to have to lift.
They are battling hard behind him. He's got that white flag. He does not care anymore.
Next flag ends the race. Should we see the caution?
You dig it here. They say we're
Coming to not close the gap a little bit. I don't think he's going to be quite close enough, though.
Here they come.
He won it finally.
3 and 4. The winless streak is going to be over. Justin Allgaier back to victory lane at Darlington.
Caution's out. Careful. They're out, but you come back here and win this place. Man, I love you guys. Pit stops were awesome. Thank you, pit crew. Jason, thank you, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Well-deserved victory. Had it coming for a long time. NASCAR, great execution. There's Mama Bear up there.
Hey, have that stuff!
And you heard him say on the radio, caution as we saw the checkers. Among those involved, Ryan Truex. Here's a replay.
18 had a good run up top, and 51 came right up front of him. Unfortunately, they had a shot at 2 good finishes, and neither of them got it.
Justin Allgaier wins it, baby! Yeah, the pit road sign.
It's career win 17, and Junior Motorsports has now won 3 in a row this season, and 3 in a row here at this famed track in South Carolina.
Junior Motorsports again, 3 out of the top 5 cars with Allgaier, Gregson, Mayer running 5th. Showing their muscle right now.
And let's give some love to the other drivers in the top 5. Riley Herbst, good day. He continues his hot streak, was 3rd. I'm not sure. We'll see if we can follow up.
Jess is doing a whole year's worth of burnouts right now.
And I think this, when you start in the back and you're 4th at the end of the opening stage, that's an indicator of how good your car is. Talk about flexing muscles. Justin Allgaier did it here today. Sure did.
Justin Allgaier wins it, baby. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Randall. Love y'all. Peace out. Awesome sauce. Different sauce.
Darlington.